under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. The opener of the final series of the year between the New York Mets and the Atlanta Braves. Now to the plate, Jeff McNeil. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
The second baseman.
Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball one. Previous battles with Drew Smyly. He's just 2 for 9. Game time temperature tonight 62 degrees, but should drop into the 50s before we're done. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
I mean, that's a classic case of coming off your backside right there. He lost his entire back leg, was out in front, couldn't keep his hands back.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he lays off, ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
Batting second.
J.D. Davis is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. And that one cut a little too much, a ball and a strike. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
On the ground to second base, this could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to Freddie, double play, and that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they came up a little short last time out, but they've still been one of the hotter teams around, winning 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team needs to keep their focus. Short road trips have a tendency to sneak up on you. Next thing you know, you drop 2 or 3 games, and then you're back in your home ballpark. They have to find a way to go out there and execute all facets of the game and squeak a few of these wins out.
Next, it'll be Dansby Swanson. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal, hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
I love the aggressive approach by this pitcher right now, getting on the mound and getting ahead of the first 3 guys he faces.
A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a liner, but the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this. So here's Pete Alonso. Previous battles with Drew Smyly. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
A ball hit softly on a line to third, and he drops it. Another 0-2 coming. And he fouls this one off. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Francisco Lindor comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Acuna giving chase. He can't get to it. This one's down. The tag, and he's nabbed, trying for 2. At the plate, Michael Conforto. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 287 the average coming in. 39 home runs now and 96 driven in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Curveball locks him up. Strike 3, and that's the third out. Down in order go the Mets. Bottom of the inning now, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Ronald Acuna.
The center fielder,
As he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. Peterson is kind of an interesting guy when you dig into his starting pitching tendencies. As starters go, he does a nice job of limiting base hits, but what's proven to give him trouble at times is the walk. He tends to issue a lot of free passes, more than you'd like to see.
That's an interesting note, Matty B. I think one of the things that he doesn't give himself enough credit for, when he falls behind in the count, 2-1, 3-1, he's the kind of guy that's just not going to lay one in there and let you whack it. He'd rather start with a fresh count to a new batter. So I wouldn't look at that as a negative. He just isn't the kind of guy that's real aggressive when he falls behind in the count.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
And another foul ball. Here's another 0-2. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. In is Jorge Soler.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Liner in there for a base hit.
Well, this was a good start for the pitcher. First 5 guys, 5 up, 5 down. But the number 6 hitter proved to be a little bit more difficult. That's a bullet hit.
Yeah, absolutely right there, Dan. Just a nice AB by the 6-hole guy after watching his first 5 brethren take a seat.
Kyle Seager is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
When a hitter is showing he's unable to resist those inside pitches, you just might as well keep going in there and hope he keeps chasing. Those weren't strikes, but he wanted to hit them anyway.
Count even at 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, run first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Popped him up. Alonso moving to his left. And he's got it for the final out of the frame. So it's no runs on a hit. So now to the plate, James McCann, 7-8-9, bottom of the order, set to go here in the 3rd. Lower part of the zone, but it's taken for a strike.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Batting it.
Here's the pitch.
Number 11, Kevin.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Now the 0-1. Third inning, no score to this point. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Acuna's there for it. 2 down. Next to hit is David Peterson. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Swanson ranging into the outfield. He gets there to make the catch. So here is Alex Jackson.
Leading up.
First delivery to him.
The catcher, Alex.
Now the fastball is swung out and missed. Shot down the line. It's a fair ball. Running hard. He's digging for second. And the Braves have something going right away. It's a leadoff double.
So with your pitcher doing next, you can either have a bunt or you can even think about having him show bunt to draw the corners in and then let him swing away. Depends on how much confidence they have in him with a bat in his hands.
Drew Smiley tries to bunt his way on here, but it's strike one. And he'll try to get that runner to third, but this one gets fouled. The 0-2 home. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Boy, Dero, so close to getting the strikeout there. Needed to make one more pitch and didn't throw a good enough breaking ball there with 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's what you pray for from an offensive standpoint. You try and pick up that red spinning dot that constitutes slider coming in there, and then you hope it doesn't fall off the table. He was able to get himself inside that baseball and get a ribby hit.
A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
McNeil's got it for one. On to first, and they get the double play.
The batter, number 7.
Now to bat, Dansby Swanson struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. Braves get all set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil.
The second baseman.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting.
J.D. Davis the next to bat. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. No balls and 1 strike. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Well, that's just a case, Dero. You've got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of hitting.
2 balls and a strike now. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3 on a nice dig at first, and the inning is over. Infield in the overshift here now. The pitch. Freddie Freeman will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but it's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And he misses there. 1-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. next, it'll be Ronald Acuna. Struck out in his first at-bat.
Ronald Acuna.
Down the left field line and deep. And foul.
Just not able to let that breaking ball travel enough right there. You could see his eyes light up when that popped out of the pitcher's hands, and he just hooked it foul.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Conforto is there. 2 down. Now at the plate is Marcell Ozuna. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors so far for Atlanta. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And he'll just waste one there. 1-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
And that one yanked just foul.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 1-2 pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first. And now here is Pete Alonso. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
The first baseman.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
2 balls and 2 strikes, the count to Francisco Lindor. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. On the ground to the right side. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. So the next to bat will be Michael Conforto. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Mets go down. Now it'll be Jorge Soler. First pitch coming. Here it is.
The right fielder, Jorge.
Ball 1 as that one didn't really threaten the inside corner. Soler, the former Royal, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be.
Now a rocket deep down the line in left. Smith is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman.
So bases are empty with 1 gone. And into bat next, the third baseman, Kyle Seager. Good pitch there as he gets him to swing underneath it for strike 1. popped him up. McCann has a play, and that's the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 14.
Digging in next, Alex Jackson. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Just gets a piece of it, strike one. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. McCann over to his left, and he makes the play to end the inning. Now into the box, James McCann. He'll start things out in the sixth for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
Line towards center field. Acuna is right there, one down. One away now for the Mets in the sixth, and that'll bring up a man who's a human highlight reel defensively, Kevin Pillar. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Lifted down the line in left, but this will wind up being a foul ball. And that's taken for a called strike 2. And it's fouled away. Again, a 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Hit high and deep to right center. Acuna giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
And stepping in, David Peterson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. Hit to short. Swanson brings it in. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Now at the plate here is Drew Smiley. Opportunity to bat for himself with his guys up a run here in the sixth. Foul tip into the catcher's glove at strike 1. Fouled off. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch. It hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real...
Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Gone! Ozzie Albies with a solo homer. Home run number 15 for him thus far, and it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Pillar is there, 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 5.
Next to bat for Atlanta, Freddie Freeman. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Hopped up. Davis has got it, and the side is retired. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. So here's Jeff McNeil. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He didn't get him to offer at that pitch right there, but that big 12-6 curveball is definitely part of the reason he's having such good success in this one.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. J.D. Davis is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Well, he got the leadoff guy in the inning on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the 7th.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Acuna's there for it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Stepping in next, Dominic Smith. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Right side, but it's well foul. Now the pitch. Maybe a favorable call there, taken for a strike.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate. Good command of the off-speed.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. And he fouls this one off.
Junior.
Again, another foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Popped up. McCann moving to his left, and that's the first out of the inning. Digging in will be Marcell Ozuna. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. This one's down to third. Throw on to first, 2 gone. And now Jorge Soler. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Soler.
And right into the shift. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first base. Chris Martin has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. From the stretch, Pete Alonso swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's gone 2 for 6. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Count is 1-2 now. Hard sinker misses, 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
These are the moments that don't always show up on the highlight film right here. Big spot. They have a chance right here. This guy mixes in a knock. They have a chance to get right back in this game. If not, if he grounds into a double play, it's pretty much over.
Look out. A fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Left side. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
0-1 the count. Alonso on second. Lindor on at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up.
Oh, wow, what a stop. To second for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
James McCann stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Ball 2.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
The 2-1. Fouled away. 2 outs here with a runner at third. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Weak grounder back to the mound. Over to first, and that retires the side. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have...
Leading up for the Braves, the third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Betances is ready. First pitch on its way. Kyle Seager stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. And it's fouled away.
Hey, if you're going to get a swing on a pitch that far in off the plate, pretty much options are wide open.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Now batting, the catcher, Alex.
Into the box now, Alex Jackson, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Grounded back up the middle, fielded cleanly. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. Jason Kipnis will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 22, Jason Kipnis.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s getting to that.
So up steps Ozzie Albies as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit out towards second. Reined in. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the end. Will Smith comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. And he puts it on the ground to second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. To the plate now, Tomas Nido, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
You could tell by the hitters.
Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it.
No hits to this point. Grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. And there's your tying run at second base with a 1-out double.
Now back, third baseman.
So now to the plate, J.D. Davis. Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Now to the plate, here is Dominic Smith. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, I know, Matty. It's been a really nice run for him, and hey, it's not over yet. You know he's as motivated as anybody to make something happen right here.
His career line against Will Smith, he's 1 for 4, 2-1 to count. Grounded down the third baseline.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
He lays off, and that's outside, ball 4. They're at the corners now here with 2 away. Dominic Smith will come on now and pinch run here. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he struck him out, and the ball game is over as they get the possible tying run over to third, but can't get him across. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Braves, with their 95th win, tops in the division. Drew Smyly records his 14th winning decision of the season as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. David Peterson pitched well, allowing only 2